I'm Gabe.
And I'm Johnny. Today we're back with another review. This time around, we're gonna take a look at a very interesting indie game called The Textorcist, the story of Ray Bibbia.
In the dystopic past of 1990X, Rome is being ruled unopposed by the Holy Church. However, there's still corruption seeping through, not only in the church, but across the city. Ray Bibbia is a private exorcist that has long left the church, and during a regular case of possession with green vomit all over the room, he stumbled upon a deeper conspiracy to bring more powerful demons to Earth.
Ray's investigations lead him from crashing a vegan black metal show to revisiting his master who taught everything he knows about exorcism in the outskirts of Mount Vesuvius, in a very different version of the city of Naples, Italy. The game doesn't really take itself too seriously, with Ray constantly being a sarcastic ass just for the sake of it, but the way the story evolves does get somewhat interesting, and helps keep you invested.
The Textorcist is pretty much a boss rush game seemingly inspired by the unusual goof pearl that is the typing of the dead. The developers had the right idea when making the typing mechanic fit the context of the game. In your encounters with demons, you have to spell the lines of the exorcism Ray is reading from his holy book. But make no mistake, this game is not for the faint of heart, because not only it is a typing game as you said before, it is also a bullet hell. That's right, somebody decided that combining two of the most difficult genres of games into one was a good idea. So prepare to get used to dodging enemy attacks while typing full sentences.
But you don't type it just to attack, no. There is no action button in this game. If you want to interact with things, you have to type as well. Want to talk to someone? Type talk. Want to check your email? Type on in front of your computer. Want to use the bathroom? Type use in front of the toilet.
There's an interesting set of mechanics around the basic concept. During battles, when you type a wrong letter, it undoes the last letter typed. And every battle consists of a few phases, where you are trying to finish a long sentence to deal damage to a demon, while it's constantly sending projectiles your way. In each phase, you have a new sentence to spell and the enemy attack pattern changes, keeping you on your toes, but also providing a checkpoint of sorts.
But make no mistake, there are no actual checkpoints during battles, so if you die when you are spelling the final words in the last sentence to deal the final blow, you're gonna have to redo the entire battle. Whenever Ray is hit, he drops his book and you have to get it back fast, or you need to start the sentence from the beginning. And only if Ray is hit while not holding the book that he actually takes damage, so you'll be taking advantage of his invincibility frames right after being hit to recover. But even so, it's quite easy to die during some of the more overwhelming attacks.
And the difficulty keeps spiking as Ray starts speaking Latin, and there are times when there's no time to stop and type like in the earlier levels, forcing you to walk with one hand while typing with the other, which may lead to even more mistakes and further increasing the difficulty. And to make matters worse, there's the alchemic circle mechanic. You see, if you stay too far from the enemies, according to the game, the demons can hear the holy words coming out of Ray's mouth. So not only you have to type and dodge at the same time, you also have to stay within a certain range from enemies, which make things even harder.
But there's also the option to play with a controller, where you type by having two options to press on the shoulder buttons, one right and one wrong. A nice and way easier alternative. But be warned that the game can still be brutal, so I won't judge you if you choose to cheese it and have a buddy type while you walk. We did it once to test it, and god, does it make the whole game a cakewalk.
Most levels give you a break in between fights with a little exploration and plot advancement, but never too much that slows down the progress. During this time, you may have to search something in Godot in Ray's computer to find information about his next target, or investigate some area for clues. And here you can also equip some power-ups and power-downs that influence Ray's abilities and points received during fight.
The top-down pixel art is a perfect fit for the style of the game. The character sprites are big enough to be quite expressive, and a fine elaborated background, but I feel that some details may easily pass unnoticed if not taking a closer look, such as the lighting around Ray's sprite that changes as you move across environments, and the subtle vignette around the screen, with classic scanlines giving an older look to the game but not getting in the way of the main action in the center.
And the soundtrack is filled with great metal dubsteps. that I'll just start referring to as vegan metal from now on, to help keep up with the fast-paced action of the battles. While I enjoy Dark Souls, Ninja Gaiden, or Super Meat Boy, I'm not really a fan of hard games just for the sake of being hard. And this game has a level of difficulty that would normally make me frustrated and willing to give it up. But it has such an interesting and fun gameplay that actually kept me looking forward for the next fight.
Even if this doesn't seem like your type of game, I would still recommend that you check the free demo version just for its uniqueness. And remember, you can always cheese it as long as you have a friend.
That will be all for today. As always, if you enjoyed, make sure to like this video and consider subscribing to our channel.
And if you want more, you can click here to check our last review about the indie game Hyper Light Drifter, or here for our last Fury of Zelda, in which we talked about the descendant of the Hero of the Winds we found in Breath of the Wild. Maybe, who knows. Click on the video and you understand.
See you next time.
Bye!